Well, before anything else, I'm just going to ask this because I got an interesting comment via, I think it was Facebook, from Daniel Bennett. He's actually a Singaporean international, and he's asking questions for Danny Mills. Having watched pretty much all of the World Cup games and listened to the analysis, it's been great not to hear anything about money, as club football is so often dominated by that. So here's my money question. I'm sure the majority of teams have match and tournament progression bonuses. For the likes of England and those other top sides with well-played players, what purposes do these bonuses have? Would you, clearly money was the last thing on those Argentinian players' minds yesterday. It seems to me to be the perfect opportunity to remind players that pride is in fact the only required motivation on the stage and playing for the love of the game.
I don't know what it's like in France, but I think when I played for England, and I think even more so now, the bonuses that you get for international football are minimal, negligible. I know for a fact now that the bonuses the England players get from sponsors all goes to charity, goes into one big pool and they give it away. It doesn't really touch the sides because of the amounts of players. You play for your country for pride, for status. Through that does come remuneration because you're more valuable to your club. You can arrange better contracts, you get sponsorship deals. But playing for your club is all about pride. Most players play for their club just because they want to play football. Money is a byproduct of success. If you go out and just want to be rich and just want money, you're very unlikely to ever get there. Djibril plays now still. He's not playing for, I'm pretty assuming he's not playing for money in the French, in the French lower leagues. He's playing because he loves the game and he plays every week because he wants to win, not because he wants a tiny little bonus. It's in your nature to go out and win. And I think it's fans and the public label that against players at times. There is always the exception. Some players, yes, do see it as just a job, and it is all about trying to earn as much money as possible for their family. I think Hulk famously said that, when he was obviously went to St. Petersburg and then on to China, I just want to earn as much money as I can to support my family.
Oscar said the same thing.
Yeah, that's quite rare, but you have to look from where they came from and their family, and he's brought up in poverty, and they want to get them out of that. It's understandable. But most of the time, players, especially playing for your country, it's an honour, it's about pride, and it's about winning. And that's what it is. Money does not come into it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. In my time, we had bonuses, and we decided the players to give it away to charity. So it wasn't really for the money. You earn money in the club. You have your salary every month. So when you play for your national team, it's not the first thing that you think. It's not the bonuses. It's I want to go through to represent my country, to put my country as high as possible, and to be proud of what we've done. It's not only money. So it's a little bit annoying that people think that we are only playing for money.
What I find amazing, particularly for you, is you came back from 2 leg breaks to go back to the national team. 2, including your second one, which you broke on international duty, but it never deterred you. You still went back. You still did it. You still wanted to play for France. Yeah,
well, it's like we said. Danny went through the same thing. He went through a lot of injuries, and he came back. It's up to you, and it's you wanted to do it or not. You want to be a champ or not. You want to give up when you have a little situation or not, or you're strong enough to overcome this and doing what you always wanted to do and what you always dreamed to do.
To get to the top, you have to have that mentality.
Exactly.
You have to have that mentality of I'm going to get there no matter what. And you're not chasing money. I mean, I'm trying to remember back. I think when we played for England in early 2000s, the appearance fee bonus was about £1,000, £1,500 for one appearance. That's negligible. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's changed an awful lot now because it's a token gesture. Just to cover expenses or whatever it is. Playing for your country is about the badge, about your pride, representing a nation.
Well, obviously, if I'm being brutally honest, both of you played for top clubs. You're both playing in the Premier League, etc. You're getting a lot of money as it is. But Ghana in 2014, do you remember the picture that came out? 3 million?
But you
the players holding it?
And this is what happens. You play internationally, you get rewarded differently. Of course, there will always be different circumstances, and some people will see it as one big opportunity to earn some money. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're trying to maximise what they've got. But the majority of successful teams, and you're looking, it never gets labelled at Ghana or Nigeria or wherever. Oh, they're just in it for the money. They've had a poor performance. It's because they get paid too much. It's always labelled at the Ronaldo, Messi, the England team, French team, top players that we all know that do earn good money. It's very, very easy to say you haven't played well, you don't care because you earn too much money. You're not interested. That's wrong. You only get to that level because you care in the first place. No one says, there you go, Adam, there's £1 million, go and work hard as you possibly can. The hard work comes first and the reward comes later. And that's no different in business. You're successful and then money is the byproduct of being successful. And football is identical to that.
Right, no, I totally agree. You know, it's not, we don't give you money, then go to work or go play football and do what you want. No. If you want to earn money, you have to work for it. You have to deserve your money. Then, yeah, the money is going to come. But it's not money first, then your performance. Yeah. It's never been like this.